It's Saturday morning, and I've just come through to collect Panther Chameleon, a new Panther Chameleon for the museum, a beautiful male. And I'm here with Laura, who's an enthusiast on chameleons. She's absolutely enthralled with the chameleons, and she's been breeding them. She's had masses of success, and she's really, you know, I've had a look at some of the facilities here, and it's absolutely fantastic the work that she's doing. We're going to show you some of the chameleons that she's keeping and how she keeps them, and she's going to answer some of the questions. And we're going to be posting 2 or 3 different videos all about how she keeps them and how she raises the young. So, Laura, how are you this morning?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, are you going to show us in the room?
Yes, come in.
Okay. Wow. So this is your converted box room, is it?
Yes, Madagascar.
Okay. So you have. So these are the sheets that separate
your basic shower curtain.
Okay.
To keep visual contact to a minimum, to reduce stress.
Right.
So they're not in visual contact all the time, stressing each other out.
Okay. So you have the males on one side here.
I've actually got male, female. So it's a mixture, but it's best that they're all, you know, visually isolated from each other.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Okay.
Just to keep stress down to a minimum.
Right. Okay, and in here you've got mainly Panther Chameleons, have you?
Yeah, mainly Panthers.
Okay.
I've got a few veils, but mainly Panthers in here.
Right.
I have Ambanja down here.
Okay.
This is a Cornelius, an Ambanja Panther Chameleon.
And you got them from all different localities from all over Madagascar.
This is a female Ambilobi Panther Chameleon.
It's quite dark, isn't she?
Yeah, she's gravid or non-receptive at the moment. She's not trying to attract a male.
Okay.
This is a nosy-farley receptive at the moment.
So a lot lighter.
Yeah, much lighter.
This is really similar to the one that we've got at the museum at the moment, our female.
Yeah, she's just laid a clutch of eggs, so she's probably not looking her best.
Right, she looks pretty good though.
Oh, thank you.
And the one for the museum is
Randall.
Oh, it's on this side. Okay. It's Randall, is it?
Yes, I'll get
Okay,
that.
cool.
Oh, there he is. Randall's an Ambanja.
Oh wow, absolutely stunning. Oh, that's so beautiful.
He can see the other Ambanja, which is why he's displaying to him.
Right. That is amazing. That's absolutely. I think it's the most colourful chameleon I've ever seen in my life. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Thank you.
Oh,
yes.
It's so beautiful. Wow. And he's fully grown now?
Not quite fully grown. He might get a little bit bigger, but he's sexually mature, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Superb.
He's trying to get to the highest point so he can see everything.
Okay. That's fantastic. And this is typical of how you keep all the chameleons here, is it?
Yes, no substrate. Mainly due to the fact it's much easier to keep clean, reduce, you know, no risk of impaction.
Yeah.
And
so they've got plenty of plants, and they get sprayed.
The chameleons don't recognise standing water as a source of drinking water. So, in order to coax them into drinking, it takes a lot of spraying, and he also sometimes use little plastic cups with a pinhole in the bottom, rest it on the top so it just drips water down over the leaves.
Okay.
And he's got a chance to take a drink.
Superb. And the lighting over the top, that's really important to the UV.
The UV is the most important part, yes, I would say, because without the UV they can't synthesise D3, which is essential in how they absorb calcium. So, if they haven't got the UV light to produce the D3, they'll take it out. The body will take the calcium needed for brain function, etc., out of the bones, so they'll start to get bowed legs.
Right. So it's really, for anybody keeping chameleons, any species? Yes,
very important. Apart from your pygmy chameleons, don't necessarily need UV light, as they're more terrestrial.
Yeah, they live more on the ground, on the leaf litter, don't they, really?
Yeah.
Well, this is fantastic. What a fantastic setup.
Also, I will say it's very important for your the enclosure to dry out properly in between your mistings. That's another reason I don't use substrate. So what I do personally is I give it a good misting a couple of times a day. Give it 15 minutes or so for all the water to drip from the leaves onto the bottom, then give it a wipe with a towel to make sure it's completely dry
right.
in between. Yeah. Because they are very susceptible to get respiratory infections if you don't keep your eye on that.
Smashing. Okay, great.